day in the life of our small, independent, traveling circus on the Tour de Farce 1996. The circus was in Thibodaux, Louisiana. A phone call had booked a show 2 hours southwest of New Orleans. There was an art school in that town, so I called a bar there and asked if we could book the circus. They agreed as long as we didn't make a mess. We left the Big Easy for parts south. I'm so glad I booked that show. It was an incredible drive. I didn't know people lived like that. It was weird, odd, disjointed. 2-lane highways over miles and miles of swamp. It was hot and sticky like cheap syrup. The troupe was wasted, having just spent 2 weeks in New Orleans during Jazz Fest. As we got to the club with the green door, just before dusk, as the sun set, we dragged our shit out and started cooking a meager meal. I walk into the place. There are 4 bikers sitting at the bar. Hendrix is playing on the jukebox. The place is a fucking dump. There is no stage, and there doesn't appear to be a PA. The bikers are friendly, as bikers sometimes are. Baby D comes in. The bikers take careful notice. We set up our show. The bikers do not like Baby D and are taken aback. I smell trouble. I sense that if they keep drinking, one of them is going to say or do something. We set up. By this point in the tour, everyone has kind of committed to their fate, and there is no arguing. I do Elvis. It bombs. Of course it does. There are 20 people there, and there are no less than 28 of us. Baby D goes on next. I figured to put her on early before they get too drunk. She's in a fuzzy catsuit with ears and wings, heels, tail, and a broad smile. She gets her accordion and starts playing with a cheerful and naughty demeanor. She sings, "Well, there's lots and lots of people looking at me." The song is kind of nursery rhyme pop and 40s schmaltz. Sing-song. She's bopping back and forth, singing, "Well, there sure is a lot of people looking at me. They want to know, is it a he or a she or a what?" Now her voice gets kind of ragtime raspy, a little more Al Jolson. "Well, I'm going to tell you everything you want to know. I'm going to tell you everything you want to know. And then once I tell you, I want you to leave me the hell alone." Then she proceeds to drop the atomic bomb on these biker guys. She sings the next stanza, and every one of the bikers doubles over laughing in this make-believe pain from the surgery she clearly states she underwent as she reports, "I'm a tranny girl, I ain't got no dick no more. I'm a tranny girl, I ain't got no dick no more. Got me a store-bought pussy. Now I'm a white trash whore, just like your mama." She had them. They belonged to her. They were defeated. Raising their beers and saluting, she told them that she didn't have a dick anymore. She blew their minds. It was instantaneous. She did 6 or 7 songs and the bikers whooped and sang along with her. She ended with Frankie and Johnny. It was amazing. I never forgot that evening. I never forgot that during the next act, cops busted into the bar on a call that there were clowns in the street. Not cops. Cops. Capitalized. The fucking TV show. Cops were there with police officers and a camera crew responding to a disturbance. The clowns were stopping traffic, asking cars for cigarettes. I shot a bottle rocket out of an ass and called the show macaroni. We made $107. Story over? Oh no. There's much more to remember Thibodaux by. There was a girl there, watching our broken circus, watching the cops, the cameramen, Baby D, the idiocy, watching the whole thing. She liked the show so much, she invited us back to her house. to stay the night. Wanted us to all come back to her place. So we did, all of us, back to her place for a party. Sure. Well, we parked, we went upstairs, and this weird apartment complex. She lived in a studio apartment. It was about as big as an ATM. But she bought some beer, and the guys were glad to drink it. I went to bed in the trailer. I was woken 2 hours later by someone saying that I had to deal with a weird situation. It turns out that the apartment complex is actually a mental home. Of course. This girl has Tourette's syndrome. Really bad. But she didn't say swear words. She was a barker. She barked. Like I would imagine a coyote would. More of a yip. But once she started, she was having trouble stopping. There were clowns all over the floor, and it was hard to navigate walking over them in the dark of this tiny apartment. I made it to the bed where she was yipping and sobbing. Bino Svengali was asleep, or at least pretending to be, next to her, naked. I asked if she was okay. She said she was. I asked if she wanted me to do anything. She said she didn't. I asked her if she was nervous. She said she was. She said she had never slept with a naked man before, and was curious if there was anywhere else she could sleep. I put her to sleep in the bathtub, and went back to my trailer. I awoke the next morning early to sweltering heat. I had to get the circus out of there as quickly as I could. Then she dropped the bomb. She wanted to come with us. It was one of those moments when you have to be tougher than you want to be. I've never been begged before, or since. She begged me to take her with us. I realized that we were the only way out of there, but I had to say no. I felt like a murderer. I abandoned this woman begging and sobbing on her knees and walked away. This woman was begging to go on the Circus Ridiculous tour. Begging. Like you would beg a madman to spare your child. I left her body there, but I always carry a small piece of her desperation with me, just in case I run out. And before I go, let me tell you all about the coupon in the back of the book, right? You've seen the coupon in the back of the book, right? The coupon that says chicken will do anything. So you can buy a book for $40, that's fine. But you spend $100, you can get a coupon that will get chicken to do anything? Think about that for a minute. Anything. I guarantee you that within the next few months, you will be glad you got that coupon. That's all I'm saying.